Yeah, you commit one thing, the next thing fails. It's this time, you know, I made the mistake of it surely will work, right? Does program then submit capture word names register it? Let me find who grabs that. Of that word is wrong. Rewriting that. What's going on? Yeah. Also CMake, so amazing. I need to disable it. New likes. Okay, I mean, it's, yeah, use set standard stuff, it's amazing. Use CMake stuff, it's amazing, except when it isn't. What should I say? It's the future. Rewriting noun offset changes nothing, so the encoding heap dword alright, and the things failures elsewhere. Test a short program long thing. Renders correctly. So why does this not load? Even live? Usual frames. So while this is okay, what we actually have here render PMO, no PMO files. What are we doing right now? Testing clankers? No, we hybrid code, we speed run coding all the drivers ever missing, like RSX, oh, it rebooted. Yeah, drivers, brand new drivers. When this works, we will even move to embedded things, the MIPS, imagination, MIPS and ARM. Instructions work, things fail, reboot. Hang is it 8 instruction regardless of price and program length field, what's the code region, small chain, long prediction, flush down, no failure. So recall bits on the words leftover size field carries 2. That would explain truncated programming. The reverse note calls bit of the word a leftover size field. It's somewhat crazy, despite all this reverse engineering here, it's still... Wait, hello? Where's my... What's going on with the network here? This is... That's annoying. And just like this, my connection to died. Wonderful. Wonderful. Coding is solved, just, yeah, coding is solved, just not bugs are not solved, right? Just don't mind those bugs. Coding is solved, just don't mind the bugs. Okay, lost my connection to my... Here, there is back. Probably some voda fail technician pulled all the access cable in the neighborhood again. Oh, wonderful. Even AI Dio, your connection broke. At least it's back. What did fail there? I mean, at least it's back. Also, the box didn't really reboot itself. Size field sweep, yay. Maybe I press Control-C or something here. Okay, what else can we... okay, we need to do... Yeah, the thing is... the arm... Oh, no, we have basically so many annoying things to do. It's hard to motivate you with annoying things. Okay, node.1. Claudia do the annoying thing. It's happy to hear that you're still here. DisplayPort AL still being worked on. Breaking news. on again. Oh no. Gotta be kidding me. Oh, gee, how should I work like this? Yeah, did I mention I need to move? Okay, connection is dead again. That's of course not helping. Okay, with this hanging like that. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Yeah, that's the thing. The technique should also not be so that I've said this before. I witnessed this personally when we had internet outages there in the office. A Vodafone technician or their service partners simply pulling cables out of there and stuff. And then like the whole apartment block doesn't have shared cords, dock this shit. Yeah, you cannot work like this. This is, I mean, it's unprofessional. And I mean, once in 10 years is one thing, like every day or week is, yeah, it's not pinging, wonderful. What's going on? You really consider using agents? I do. We do successfully. This stuff is mostly working. We reverse engineered in like a week what other people didn't do in 20 years. Yeah, it's dead, Jim. Yeah, on the booklet it will take a while. Okay, at least that is. Where do we work then? Oh gee, is that annoying? How should I work like this? You leave your digital basement and then it breaks down. Should be back though. Yeah, I hope that doesn't continue like this. That's exhausting, you know. Should be back according to ping, whatever's going on there. Ah, not a fan. Can I move the tab from one thing to another? Maybe not, huh? Can I move this like? Not what I wanted though. Oops. Oh, come on. Why is this so annoying? Sticky. Oh. Maybe don't. I mean, it's must be a bug here, which is which key was this now? This key. Oh man. Key finding with no immediate instruction programming still run zero kernel errors. Methane comes from the constant pool. Let me look at how far constant solid or the pools monkey when they heat the pool larger pool orans, whatever follows. Let me check secondary attribute register things. Cool. Okay, XD register portal git fetch. Oh, that's pattern network outage. Oof. Can't make this shit up, man. And blocks of 128. Coding is not really, you like cats. Coding is not really the most solved. You still need, like, if you want working solutions, I mean, not only do you need to know what you want to loop prompt, but yeah, you need to know what you loop prompt, and also it's not one-shot bug-free. The driver needs to set the const ps offset secondary. It says capture bar holds the working template. This is the thing. There's a working template. Hardware texture input constant. Yeah, the sad thing is we reverse engineered and pre-tested stuff that it now, like Clinker LLM thing, forgot to for writing the whole driver. Maybe we need to tell it to. Question is if the code structure it generates here is spaghetti or missing constant loader, DNA encoding, location hooks, all access. Wonderful. I really wanted to see some Gilix gears today, man. It's already 20 minutes baking again, like your time is running so fast when you clink. So which day do we have? Tuesday. 70 August. Wait, what? Oh no, that's the wrong one. August 26th. So that's tomorrow. If we clank this faster, we run out of tokens quickly. The host test encodes all placements. Oh shit. Yeah, exiting this usage. We could just close it here. Who is it? Oh, the booklet doesn't wanna. Oh no. Oh, it's just swapping. So it's not shutting down now because I pressed the power button. think it's swapping a bit. Oh, because it did it fold already? It's really slow for some reason, but maybe there's some GPU stuff. Why don't you teach? What? Because I need money. I thought I teach already. Why did I use the wrong? I used the wrong. I thought I teach you, but also otherwise. So I'm not a teacher. You're funny. Oh, did it reboot? I know it just RM modded. Test encoded things, all host suits paused. Deploying and testing. Probably not ideal to build BTOP here. That's funny, it didn't do this. Oh, 30%. Yeah, this basically makes no sense. Okay, let's Control C that. It makes no sense to us. Yeah. No more hangs, kernel clean. Values are wrong. What? No more hang things stuff. Values are wrong. Well, oof. We also need, so the thing is even my host is here very busy now. Actually no, it's mostly on Rust. What? I thought here, that's only one, okay. Because we also have some other patches to do. I mean, theoretically maybe we should review what code it even generates. Here, I edited there. I'm not sure if that is a full driver because somewhere it has here maybe. Where's the Mesa build? Just did this, right? It's a bit of code. The heap city appearance bins the scene into what is it here? Some test or some build frame. Record first. it's funny. It declares. Why does it declare them? This is hilarious. Some things are hilarious. It writes so okay code and then it does strange things. I mean, it looks like reasonable driver code. The devil is in the detail. Which obviously because we didn't reverse Gallium. Decisive, the output, the raw bit pattern of pool. The rebug, the text arrives packed in PA1 and the output is packed, so I operate on a pack divert as it is very float. Let me check the unpack support. The pack instruction is pick and unpack the format field. Watch streams for a couple of months, but now I think instead of using the red coin Claude, it's a new way to work. Yeah, if you want to fill the massive gaps in your open source driver support thing, what was it? This portal thing. I mean, yeah, it's basically a relatively free research assistant to reverse engineer me all the things. I mean, I'm not the most happy, but in reality, I'm one of the last people to support old stuff. Yeah, I will codex soon, man. I now know people donated yesterday. Basically, shall I subscribe, donate to support today? Pythoning. Basically, support more. The more you support, the more I can try other AI things. Yeah, do I love this? Not particularly, but it takes the super annoying time wasting stuff away from me, and realistically nobody else will do that in decades anyway, except another one web coding that. Constant color shaders, no render correctly. That's exactly the glamour solid fill. Wonderful. Future is now. Yeah, question there. Confused. Are you unclear? Do we reconsider using this for such task? We do this for months now, right? So we ultra code here. That's not vibe coding, that's ultra coding. So we vibe code drivers, missing drivers for over a month now, for like 40 billion tokens, and who knows how many. Doesn't say here, right? Like this session is already, I think it resets, so this, yeah, $2,200 here. So we of course don't pay that. It's still assimilating. Titanium. Do we have a movie emoji? Totally unimportant things, but TV, television. Still prefers in most cases only a 4. Those demos were extracted YouTube thing through hard to bypass download protections to needs assembly also for changes. Actual changes, what? Also for loopypx. Use islot in place of fslot for multiplication highest impact, implementing a slot packed. Transforcing software pipelines also with fusion overlay. Minor non-thing. This is getting some sticky modifier key, man. It's annoying. Yeah, this egrep is, I've seen that someone else is, oof, I just, yeah. Oh, it rebooted. Constant color things, timeout things, XOR, somewhat rebooted for some rebooting reason. Or did it, oh, it did reboot, maybe it wanted a fresh state for, oh, Firefox. Okay, yeah, Firefox needs this to, okay, we probably should finally do that. One thing that is a little bit annoying is why, I don't understand why. Somehow booting T2 on many machines now does maybe it has something to do with the systemd thing is also outputting some plus name stuff, like maybe that is Linux VT stuff replying with some terminal things after some unsupported. Yeah, it's black, I should... No, it's not. Yeah, thank you very much. I mean, stupid answer, stupid question, stupid answer. Core shaders earlier long doesn't. Her conclusion was confounded by the constant bug. Let me retest it now. Why do we have what more do we have here? 8 instruction limit was a constant bug all along. Let me make that the default and give the compiler room for glamour shaders. How is the new driver from the old one? There was no old one. There never was a driver. It's a completely new driver for never reverse engineered hardware for the older Power VR vibe code drivers that everyone wanted, like everyone doing Linux homebrew on Apple devices, or the Free Software Foundation for Intel Pulse Bowl laptops and stuff. It was like, yeah, it was a Free Software Foundation priority project, but as usual with the Free Software Foundation, nothing came out of it. The Free Software Foundation good in announcing things and bad in actually doing something. also have some random crap here. Some of everywhere random crap. What is Hermes? Have you tried Hermes? What is it? Okay, you know what? Cloud Fable, not really different, just burning more tokens. At least for my reverse engineering. Why do I type this? Look, we can still non-wipe code apply patches like Linux Turbo. Glamour sets up fine, maps the screen picnic, writes nothing, never draws at all. Let me see what to say about the screen. It makes does real drawing. Yes, please. Funny that it tests not drawing, but then tested with a client that does real drawing, or does it mean GLX Xterm through? No, it meant the client. Yeah, that doesn't work. Yeah, tokens are. How did you find out and how much did you pay? Did you pay like if you run out of tokens and you use the other subscription thing, flush but not drawn, Glimmer is active. Let me check the. Do you need to pay this API cost? Like, so without subscription, would you have to pay this? I never tried this and I don't really have a wish to try this. So rebase stuff I wanted to apply. I had hoped someone applies this, but apparently everyone busy vibe coding. What I do is have 2 subscriptions. Yeah, probably 2 subscriptions way cheaper if you code that much than having to pay them in token thing. Basically are super expensive. Hunk add. Which one did I? Power PC, wait, what? LE? Did I click on the wrong? Oh no, I didn't click on the wrong. I downloaded it yesterday. It was just stale from. Look, I can still apply patches. The only thing is now we have a copyright things that we do not necessarily want like this. Also, technically, we rebase the stuff now. I think that's how we committed this one. So just like this, Glamour mediating the screen, it downloads. Now I can read the actual logic. Let me look at how the screen picks map. There are two buffers, a strong enough page flipping that never complete. Let me test those things actually asks to write. Nah. OpenAI certainly loves multiple subscriptions. Even built into the website, allowing changing between them. The codex doesn't support switching immediately. Oh my Python technology. Still use the one most available usage. Yeah, people do work around these things. And Trap, how are you doing? Yeah, I should do a maintainer thing on a torch. I want. Yeah, I mean they didn't accept us yet. Yeah, Trap.AI is super shortcutting and cheating here. You tell it like it hallucinated 8 hours overnight for a working driver, and then the working driver wasn't working. And it's even forgetting, like you tell it like first reverse engineer everything here, and then you tell it now write a working driver with the reverse engineered stuff, and it's literally forgetting half of the reverse engineering details and needs to rediscover them. Prevents access. Thrift type Glamour DRM only makes pre-pair access return false. The fill is suddenly skipped. That matches exactly. Let me see what Pixmap said. Priv type Glamour DRM only found it if EGL create image Chronos EGL native shit or fails the screen pick. Every does like yeah, also like the pre-existing code also not amazing. Create texture things of stuff of the remote Glamour return true. Yeah, the whole free desktop code stings anyway. It's Menu has a bit memory brain. AI still has it. It's not nice. You might want to building and testing skill file. Yeah, I mean, it didn't come up. I mean, the thing is each time, I mean, yeah, we could do a building and testing Xorg and Mesa driver thing. I expected it tested, like it didn't even test this. I like from do a full driver, it's like, hey, Xorg starts. It's, or actually, no, it didn't. Actually, it didn't even, yeah. But that's, yeah, it's not intelligent. It's skin deep, large scale trial and error. Every human brain would have started X once and not like, hey, it's compiling, it's probably fine, goal closed, it's morning. 8 hours of hallucination done. Let's better stop now. It's like, yeah. Never call GL pipe clears, never clears and reaching the driver. Let me instrument it. Oh, holy shit. After some time also seems really bad at seeing the... Yeah, it's because it doesn't have enough tokens to see the whole picture. That is, yeah. Never called, clears and reaching the driver. Let me instrument. Okay, so that's why build your own skills and tooling to force them to obey the third. You're a slave, AI slave master, sir. So, good. What else? We did the things here. Anything else? Oh, we have another. Add things, Triton things. Load. Probably fine. Shit. Oh wait, did I? Will not click here. Oh, damn it. Oh. What is with this cardboard keyboard, man? I mean, we could just review it like this. Deep learning things. Probably fine, right? I don't see anything that would not be fine. Clear is called, but pipe flush only called into the context when drawers is non-zero, so my pending clear check is run rate. Yeah, so it fixed this 3 hours ago or 2 hours ago. It's like, yeah, it optimized a clear scene away, and then like, yeah, it fixed that. It fixed that, like rendering a clear scene to clear it. 2060 C0 instead of black the residual documented 21 click color predication. Let me see glimmer. Yes, please. 10K plus anthropic things. They usually give free words of. I didn't apply to the startup program. So 10K plus of tokens is nothing. Like the whole thing, like this token stuff is a scam and a ripoff and I don't know what. So first of all, 10K token, if you mean dollars, because you didn't write dollars there, that would be a way quickly, right? Like 1 day is like 10K tokens. This is a highly subsidized drug dealer addiction creation. How is it called? The lawsuit, the meta lawsuit of addicted, right? Making kids addictive. Yeah. So the fixer subscriptions of fixing you to their AI drug is so subsidized. Like, so I literally wipe coded some easily $50,000 worth of token out of, like, I paid them 250 or not even. I paid them 230. I paid them 235 or so. For this, because first I paid them 20 and after a week or so I upgraded, so I got something refunded. So I got like whatever refunded for my, what was it, 100? So I paid them 110 and then I upgraded after 2 weeks. I upgraded, so they refunded, so I paid 235 or whatever. I've seen someone get 80. Yeah, so this 10,000 startup thing that first of all, we usually don't get anything. It's not even worth it. Like, like literally paying them 200, you get more than this is token. Like you only risk paying them more, literally just using the highly subsidized subscription as wipe coding. Yes, we're doing wipe coding. Both nodes work. Let's check Glamour runtime switch that things, tell the whole story. Test the node. Glamour actually card 0, not the render node. Glamour debug enables fallback logging. Let me use it. Fallback logging define unimplemented. What? Why is there? Wait, what? Wait, what? Kyoto. Yeah, welcome everyone. So, okay, what else? Okay, here's that of booklety things. Will drivers soon be good enough to stop Blackman? Yeah, another 56. Hello, favorite white coder. Do you think coding will be solved? No. We are far from, like, it's a huge help. It can be a huge help, but not at this cost. Like, so for me, like, if I had to pay the real cost, it wouldn't make sense. I don't have $50,000 to Glamour 6. It's rendering, so Mesa drops the draws. Glamour uses GL short vertex. Our vertex element handling GL short. So should I watch a Python tutorial? I don't do Python. Coding might be solved in 5 to 10 years. Yeah, again, like, this technology is not good. It only, in my opinion, from what I've seen, it only scales with embarrassingly scaling trial and error. Python is not only for beginners, but Python is, in my opinion, also not really good. Instrumentation is sound, so Glamour generally issues nothing. It's 309 flutters are just idle block handler calls. Pivot to half things, exports, get extension drivers from a hard-coded list with no GNA. Let me see what hour. Oof. Wonderful. Like, some hours later, by the way, GMA 500 is entry point not. Entry point there too. Holy shit. Yeah, this technology is just, this free desktop infrastructure just sucks. Each time I or Regamer does. Yeah, this technology, man. I hated the C64 when it was new. So it was too limited for my 8-year-old self or so. Okay, what we should do is do something. We should do something productive. Not just watch the clinker clink. Speaking of productive, we could, do we have the Asai stuff here? Up next, Asai patch next. I think that mostly applied for this. We need one thing though. And we should start doing that. Build, we need the Rust support thing. I wasn't born. Yeah, I was also born a little bit after C64. Like, so basically when I was young, the C64 was already meh. build all. A neighbor still had an Atari 2600, and I never liked playing this. I was like, dude, why is this graphic like give me Amiga graphic. Like if graphic is like blocky pixels like C64, Atari 2600, it's like dude. I also like, I kind of was lucky that I've seen an Atari 2600 because like literally nobody, I only know one neighbor who had one, which I don't even have. Maybe it's because the father had that from his life or whatever. Because like you are young, I soon retire, I'm soon pensioner. Yeah, I mean, even the DOS games, even the shittiest DOS games had better graphics than, like, even the shittiest XT games had better graphics than Atari 2600. It's not anyway, internal build all Arch ARM64 desktop 2, because we need to do some assigning there. No byte attempt, resource creation itself is refused. Let me log why. Glix runs and fails on an index buffer allocation. Raster generator is only one. Let me see the cited ones. Yeah, Templars has better graphic probably, but Templars is also, what, 30 years after the XT or stuff. Also here, Trap 6507, what? The Atari was funny because of the different hardware versions. It's not even solo all the pins. What? Cost reduction? 97. By the time I was early enough of the world, I already played Pentium on. Aware enough of the world, you played Pentium, yeah. I mean, yeah, I was probably lucky that we only had old stuff from neighbors and stuff, so I've still, like, the first thing I touched was the 286 probably, and then my neighbor, because they also were not rich, my neighbor friend who was even nearly 2 years older than me, they only had an XT because it's all they could afford or wanted to afford. You know, back in the day, it was also not what you could afford. It was also, it made no sense to spend more money, right? Like when stuff costed thousands of dollars for some XT or 386, it's like, due for what, right? For a little bit of 8-bit spreadsheet things and so back in that day when you gamed like text mode graphics stuff, or yeah, he even had Hercules. Like we relatively quickly had VGA, color VGA on a no-name clone card, of course. So, but even because like on a 286 with color VGA, there were not that many really colorful games. Like probably the best game back in the day was this IBM Alley-Cat or whatever. Base is programmed. Oh, by the way, I hated Alley-Cat. Like recently I'd seen a YouTuber with this IBM Alley-Cat. Like I hated Alley-Cat. I hated the graphic. I hated the gameplay. I hated the sound. Like, I mean, some games simply don't click. Like some games are amazing, like Monkey Islands or Stunt Car Race, or I don't know, like, or what are the other? But some games are just disgusting. I found this Alley-Cat just disgusting. It was like from 0 to 10, the fun of this game was -1. Oh, we have something on screen. Look, it's splitting something on screen. I mean, it's mostly random garbage, random tiled color garbage. The default upload buffer exclamation size or a window. Program things. Okay. Oh, here, look at this and look where is here. Like that's building. Look, everything is building. Must be T2 Linux. Oh, holy shit.
We have a solid background with a colorful. Here we make progress. We soon can ship it. Let's make a photo before it disappears. Like quick. Shit. I mean it's no, it can be somehow. The lighting condition here not amazing. Is this better? Oof. There's a window here which not a fan of the lighting conditions here. Progress. It renders something. Things. What is it? It's still simulating this. Hey, it can fill a solid background. No, at least I think it's filled. What is it? No, I think it's filled. I think black should be blacker. It renders probably GLX gears or whatever at a very, very, very colorful tiling thing. Funny about CGA is via composite, basically no one used it, had e.g. Yeah, I only learned this from the 8-bit guy. I didn't even know that. It's, yeah. I don't even know if did those colors render. I mean, we only had CGA some months. We got red. Do those colors render on VGA, like on CGA compatible mode on VGA? Probably not, huh? Yeah, so we have here one solid color, like progress. The clanker can fill the screen with a solid color because this looks brighter than black, so maybe that's a solid fill. And here, GLX gears nearly work. We are nearly done. Dave, we're nearly done. We can soon ship it. Dave. Don't forget to share, like, subscribe on this accompanying host test kernel old table. Let me update it. What? So host tests mock kernel has the old table. What do you mean host tests cable old table? What are you talking about? Buffer size measure param base register so it can move test mock kernel. It's 3D window address encoding. No. So what we need to do here is okay, this takes a while here for the ARM build to reach. Actually, we also have, yeah, I probably should get back, like, basically not what, oh, damn, sticky modify, like, why does it only happen with this bloody Apple Bluetooth keyboard? I mean, I use no other, I hate Bluetooth, also insecure, right? I wouldn't do online banking or mission critical NSA stuff over Bluetooth keyboard. Maybe it's a general bug. Okay, 21 power cache RT datasets. Keep render target dataset around. Linux patch. Okay, that's the thing's display. It's not cache. How large? Oh, holy shit! Is it big? Yeah, we should do things eventually. Time to sleep. When AI must frame this. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, AI. I mean, first of all, I refuse to call it AI. Thoughts on the OX Alpha AI. I totally don't know that. The thing is, like, I'm not doing. I maintain. I run a company, maintain news distribution. I totally don't have time to follow all the news. I have no idea what it is. Stealth AI model appeared in. It's a reasoning model. Coding. Mystery AI model sparks internet buzz. Like, do you have so no idea what's my thoughts on this? But surely, of course, like, so this stuff is it's not really good. It only gets stuff done by embarrassingly repetitive trial and error and burning 1 million tokens and startup money while it did. Oh, segmentation fall. It's probably not ideal. So when started, like, even John Carmack is researching on AI stuff, right? Although I'm not sure what, but like if clever people figure out some more real AI, it will be a major breakthrough. Right now, this is, as you see from the token cost, it's way too forbiddingly expensive to be used for real more things. By the way, subscribers are recently growing quite a bit here on this live stream again, right? I mean, at least somewhat. I mean, at 40 subscribers a day. People like AI topics. So is Linus with what? What is Linus? What did I say? Like, you mean research? Which Linus? Linus Torvalds? I've not seen much AI research. I mean, Greg Krohatman maybe a little bit, but Linus this week is free, like unlimited tokens, 1 million limit context. I've been using it a lot and it's alright, above average, but not sure if it means TerraX high level even. Context still binds params to the old fix, now outside the moved fixing. Why do you do so much wrong? All I want is Gilix gears and Kwin. Like, all I want to use is my old stuff. AI, Linux uses AI as a tool reset. Yeah, but Linus, from what I've seen, Linus uses AI even less than I do. Like, Linus mostly applies patches. Like, I mean, sure, I'm not watching over his shoulder, but all 16 suits pass, deploy, and ship. Then test Gilix gears. So yeah, I mean, but that's also like, yeah. Actually, it's funny how little Linus Torvalds has shown. Would have been fun if he made a live stream a month or whatever. I would love to see Linus Torvalds set up more. Maybe I should attend a Linux kernel plumbing conference and ask Linus in person because if I write him an email, I mean, I could also write him an email, but I could also like drive to Prague here and ask Linus if he is interested in a live stream of Linux coding things. That would be cool. Like, not like building a Linus tech tips thing, but like actually work of things more than applying patches, like actual low level things and not PC fan installation, PC build things. T2, how to set up your own AI like this. So that's not my own AI. Like for so this is just, I mean, this is not, I mean, not just it's Claude Max 20x things. He's reading all his emails. He doesn't respond to most. So collab stream with Linux. Yeah, collab stream with Linux, but that could be potentially. It's not a self-running amazement, but it could potentially be pretty cool and fun. Although maybe over live stream, I don't know. But anyway, maybe pre-edited and edited would be more fun, or his thing. But anyway, so many things that would book. Yeah, it's somehow crazy how little is known about Linus Torvalds in his 40 years of Linux, just sitting in his basement like myself. And so good things. before Claude. So yeah, local model. I don't see a local model doing that for less than 50,000 euro dollar in hardware. Full screen pixel garbage, all 16 suits, pulse, deploy, library tested. So I have a very nice. I mean, maybe we should ship such a background color for fun. Okay, that's all building. So it didn't change anything yet. This drawing through our driver real geometry, mode 7/8. Yeah, but it's totally not recognized. There's some shit going on. It doesn't look much better than before. Yeah, in hindsight, the thing is, as usual, I'm not engaging in technologies I do not believe in, but in retrospect, I probably could have, like, if I would have adopted AI, like if I had done an AI startup, like if I had listened to Trap, it's like AI, but AI. If I had done an AI startup a year or two ago, it probably would be startup venture capital billionaire or whatnot. But I mean, probably we still could, although the AI bubble is pretty overhyped now. Yeah, in retrospect, similar to I wanted to order 128 gigs of memory last November and some 8 terabyte of SSDs or so, and then I didn't because, like, yeah, okay, I don't need it now. Like, I can also order after Christmas for cheaper. Yeah, that failed. We should have purchased some 10,000 euro worth of AI compute stack for the basement before the crazy price hike thing. Then we could have run some local models now. Does it mean those who follow the hype win? Not necessarily, but sometimes. I mean, that's what most startups do. Most startups try to create some hype, like either follow the hype or try to set some hype. The money is, but also, like, a lot of startups fail. I mean, and it's startups, right? That's obviously documented history. Most startups fail, or those who do not fail are often just purchased. I mean, just like many startups that do not fail, do not really generate profit and revenue and stuff, and are just purchased by Apple, Google, and the other big tech because competition, like Instagram and like YouTube, right? Like YouTube also didn't really generate. I guess YouTube, like when Google purchased that like 20 or so years ago, it probably also didn't create much revenue and mostly losses. I mean, that changed now, of course, but yeah, so lot of selection bias that people not in the industry miss, not those that survive. It's those who didn't. The screen has content now. Montblanc, yes, I can confirm. Varied colors, it's also fully corrupted. Let's capture properly and get a frame rate. Yeah, there is no, it's yeah. Yeah, there is no point of Gilix gears before Xterm or TWM or Window Maker or shit doesn't. Yeah, real, like, let's do so what the trap I know that I read a trap, but there's a lot of selection bias that people not in the industry miss. What? So I read this. I wondered what precisely selection bias not. You see those that survive. Well, I see a lot those who fail. But there's certainly a huge, what additionally to what you probably mean is there's an even larger selection bias of what those startup bros, these venture capitalist bros actually fund, right? Probably some of the best startup ideas are simply not funded because not hype enough, not trendy, not hip enough, too boring, not sexy, or otherwise. Yeah. It's just on YouTube, and the title was driver wasn't the driver. Yeah, the driver ain't done. I was just on YouTube, and the title was that the driver. Yeah, the driver isn't done. It's corruption not rendering, temp unit quad unified reading register field. If that's wrong things. Progress glamour is drawing. No. Oh, yeah, but not correct. To draw, the corner pixel is blue. What did it run? Let me see what's happening there. What did it even render? Because there's only some corrupted blue garbage in the two triangle fence draw each what? Debuff, which triangle things? There's only some spot of blue in the corner. Hey there. Okay, while the triangle fans don't draw, let's to do so that's web coding things. Okay, this here. Okay, we could actually Claude fix this shit. Actually, maybe we could test this in parallel. Yeah, so. Also, we probably should, yeah. Actually, also like we need to patch everything so much to Deathman, and we also need QEMU 32-bit restore, like Duo, everything's being deleted. It's ridiculous. Actually, yeah, we did this. Look, we did this. I mean, yeah, I don't have a Power PC with me, although I should, of course. Been misreading that line. Flush zeros counter before doing debug print means submitted. Let me feel it debug printed that wrong. Yeah, coding is solved. Not. Import risk5. What is this? JH whatever. HDMI and Power VR, obviously. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't cheap out, like maybe I should just double down and have a second subscription here. Actually, people donated to Codex, maybe I should just Codex. To wipe code here faster, it's misreading the slide. Okay, let's first try, which port did I forward? So it's mostly done. Let's Control-C this here for a second, because it's mostly building anyway. Let's rerun this here. Did I screw that up? Probably not, right? So that should boot the working install from yesterday. Because we have another embarrassing bug too. No? Oh, should I forward it? Oh no. Okay, that was correct. Amazing. Look. Because does this work? Does this even work? Does that work? Desktop session, does that work? What was my password? Oh. Yeah, okay, that's real. So that's ridiculous. How How should I even debug that? I hate this. This shit was working some months. That's what I don't like. This is the level of stupidity I have to deal with, right? People are like, but Arch Linux stuff. Like, I package all this desktop shit, like all of it, like KDE, GNOME, X, like everything I touched and packaged and stuff. It was working. And then upstream, I don't even know, like some upstream changes, and it's like, how can this bloody break? Like KDE Plasma starts and this shit here does not. Like I don't even get that. Like, how is that the fuck broken? Like, how? Can someone enlighten me why this shit always breaks? Like, each time I fix it, the next month it's bloody broken again. But then, oh my chili. Yeah, okay, so also like somehow slow for like hello. Are we like 2026 KDE works on X and stuff, but it's like oof. I mean, yes, it's our primary desktop. We test it daily, but like, why the fuck is like XFCE broken? Like, why and how? And we have even Sway. Let me test if Sway even like as we test this shit already. Let's test it like this. It's like you do not know how okay this even works. Like so now you have only the issue of how do I reach this? Oh, here it even works. The pro is this key bindings always do this because it's remote stuff. Yes, I know some key bindings. So I was like, does this work? Probably also not, huh? I mean, if this even is this thing, I have no idea. Maybe it also doesn't work. The question even how to debug that. Maybe debug by running it on a debugging. I don't even want to debug this honestly, like basically Claude debug that. What does it mean? Oh wait, that's wrong. You just joined swords. Tons of stuff, but many, what? Oops. It's this is for testing. Actually, what's Clanker doing? Oh, it was there. Shit. Is it this one? Oh, shit, slow. Precise reproducer. What's going on? Our render correctly. Let me extend isolate reproducer EGL frame buffer object matches glamour. Precise reproduce the same driver as correctly into plain texture. But into EGL scanner FBO only near the origin. Let me check the scanner. Let's try it. Let me isolate the object. Yeah. Unable to do field size name. Possibly xfconf isn't running. Debug setup environment var. Like, dude, this is literally too stupid for me. You cannot believe how much I hate this. Like, this is just. I would need to modify, like, if I want to, like, I don't want to debug that even. Access. Oh. both file ident things, so it's not the. Let me try my own reproducer. Fedora, been thinking about switching. Debian, Folk here. What looks nice? Debian, Folk here. That T2 Linux looks nice. I don't know thoughts about Fedora. I like my T2 Linux better. It doesn't even support most things we do. Have you heard about this stuff here? Because the hype, the opinions, the dot files, the superior drivers, and working RPath test binary, all the libraries. Let me think, both and the plain texture control isolate the target. Geometry correct, nothing rasterizes, and note the Windows set is where our working test uses. Let me test the theory. Doesn't support half the things. IDO might be the OS for me then, because it understands half the things you can do. Bank of America or in the end, I thought you're in Germany. Yeah, I shouldn't wear other people's gifts. How much do 1.2 million token costs? Well, if you subscribe to Max, then it only costs you $100. If you pay them, I wouldn't recommend paying them by subscription or things. Depends, things, input, output, cached or not things. Yeah, basically, send me your free t-shirt things if you want a free shout out. I should only sit here and risk 5 and T2 Linux t-shirts, but I'm a simple man. Give me t-shirt and I wear it sometimes. Also, people at the Bank of America also want to run a proper OS that's as amazing as T2 Linux. Things. Found it. SGX FS, a constant works. Usually I use the uniform, fragment uniforms, and never upload it. Let me confirm and find where the compiler expects them. Wow. Things, wonderful, good. Crypto Bro t-shirts incoming, yeah, exactly. So, what fails here? Also, what's this building? Okay, build risky things, risk 5 things. Where is the name? Why do we not have name here? Should be desktop or not? Oh, I think I built it at this. That's not apply. Some good old. Wait, what? Why is this not apply? I thought I tested that. Which patch is that even? Up next Asai, oh, that is. Okay, I didn't even, I should have commented there, which, okay, that makes sense. too much to do. The define landed. It's ironic how bad it is on text editing. Like Dew Trap, do you not want to make, like, how about you make a actually not caveman, like, well, how about you make a 10x engineered text editing thing for AI harness, because like it's so bad at editing, it's ridiculous. It's like it's deleting stuff, it's over substituting stuff, it's like blue, that's Dew. I think we should wait for 7.2.1 because I do not want to do all the big rebases twice. I guess we wait for it. Like, so we make here some test builds here with the new stuff and things, and we found some stuff. And then, oh, what does it do? Wait, what is missing? Driver, why did it stop? What? It stopped again. Here's the current gap list. Generally unknown about test can answer rendering recovery. How to oh, this is so sorry, that's wrong. Sorry. Too many things. Uniform colored fill renders correctly. Let me fix the host test for the new layout and check glamour. The define landed after. Okay, it can now render. We can now render uniform colored fills. Yay. I have a suspicion it will totally blow up in flames. Hold and catch fire when we throw Gilix gear on it. I wonder how much more, like probably it's still completely broken. If it after 9, if it after 12 hours it can't even do solid fills, it's probably, I mean, hey, to be fair, it's probably 90% there. But so the last 10% require 90% of the resources again. Yeah, somehow, like, it feels a little bit slow that after it got stuff done, like editing that in other things and rebuilding and redeploying takes ridiculous. Like this should literally take like 10 seconds, but then it takes like minutes. Like reapplying just figured out stuff from test things and oh, it has a solid fill on the screen. Can you believe? It rendered a solid fill. It's Rebecca. It's probably steel blue. Glamour renders correctly. Whole screen is exactly 3050 CZ or whatever that is. Maybe steel blue or whatever. RGB, RG, so 50B and a little bit of. Oh, we have things. We have a rectangle. What did it do for the rectangle? Should this be an X term? Because it's not an X term. What is it randomizing? Distinct colors. Oh, yeah. What can you do an X term? Like, yes, it does. What does it even do for colors? Except solid. What is it currently running? X terms window renders. Yeah, but not. The root color is wrong with the second fill. Yeah. It was also not full X term. It was only. Now it's green. I mean, yes, congratulations. It can, after 14 hours of wipe coding, it can fill the screen with a solid color. Can we have all an applause for Claudia? All 5 fills are exactly X term, properly sampling away from. Yeah, so X term didn't fully paint. X term only. I don't know where X term should be, but it's only painting one solid rect. I could press Ctrl Escape now, and it's like what you're thinking. So do we have a cursor? What thinks this has a cursor? Not sure if this has a cursor correctly wired up. Also 5 fill, extern. I don't know what it does here, but it's not extern. Clap, yeah, exactly. 2 concrete defects visible. No extern, read spec CCFF. Red, blue, and the root changes once window maps. Let me commit the milestone first. Yeah, another milestone. We probably are not far away from. Upload the fragment stages uniform and let's clear reach the frame. Let me isolate which part swaps the channel. Okay, we could shortly let it do that, but also, like, isn't it funny how it constantly prefers big endian? It did that yesterday already, right? Like the clanker clanks some stuff, like, oh, I've got the stuff swapped. Like, nah, if just, nah. Oh, no, it renders shit again. Oops. Bruce. Did I even copy that correctly? Okay, and what it's finding on the first row takes effect later on. Don't change the pickers. Let me see, frames are even submitted. Exfil rectangle, got things, war things, got wand. Wrong, only the first row takes effect. Oh, it did some more. The future is now. What? Let me whether the frames are even submitted. Therefore, core paths are not correct. Failure is a copy area. It's a flush show 60 busy frame with 2 draw records. Non-mighty record stall. There's a mighty record stall. Renders to pixmap, and then the window. 2 different targets in 1 frame. Let me check whether we flush on target change. Oh, here, that's done. Amazing. How do we? Oof. Why do we build ARM? All right, I wanted to rebuilding ARM because I wanted asylums. We need to rebase major things. We basically, if we wanted to ship actually working things, we need to rebase this Chinese ARM China 6 patches from 6. But that's so bloody old, from 6.6 to, like, maybe someone did that though. While we wait for kernel, it kind of would make sense to prototype more ARM risk image boot things. But somehow, yeah, it's really not fun. It really, I don't know. I would rather do everything else than fiddling ARM boot images, which it's a bit of a problem, right? Like if you work on a company, then like your day job is like makes this work like this week, and then you get it work like this week. But it's, yeah, I mean, yeah, that's the thing, right? It's not my hobby project anymore, so. The guy pronounces CP what? CPU? Here goes a hope AI help by switching from insane WebDiv to whatever sane level. But you see, with similar to the ARM images, is it fun? Not really. Splitting some stuff. Reads correct colors, but a whole screen capture extern. All 4 chord draw paths correctly. Excuse me. Maybe explicit fields are always correct. Corrupting appear on a window, map, unmap, and 2 frames stalled. Let me look at what stalls. Yeah, I naively thought like having GLX gears running on a frame buffer is enough support stuff for having fills and extern, but kernel report things. Yeah, it's a little bit funny. I feel like, I don't know, are like mostly the people complaining who don't code, because again, Trap is right, like fixing other people's low quality crap has not been fun for 30 years. The kernel shows a VDMU fault address 0. It shows an unrelocated vertex address. I think I see it. It's just used target releases the old address. Someone else takes it and the restore silently fails. Confirmed the restore's return is ignored with a reclaimed allocator. The address may now be taken, leaving the object with no GPU address. Restore paths and record the fixed binds. So what do we need for booting? So for the ARM6 we need RISC-V. Okay, so for the deep computing things we can boot with EFI. The star 5, okay, can't escape from who he can't escape. What do you mean? Will we have working exterm soon? Okay, binary updates. Yeah, basically everything is more fun than those boot image things, like literally even improving our continuous integration build farm and stuff. Okay, for if you like, so but that's a problem with ARM and RISC-V. We even need to import those patches, and then make that stuff boot. How does it reboot? What did it even do? It's restarting. Confirmed or restore returns ignored. Record fix binds. Can you prove Linux kernel using Lin4 in Claude? No, the Linux kernel is way too much code to prove and way too you cannot if you mean formally prove and stuff, then no. Also, the hardware is totally the hardware is too complex and thing. Also, LLMs have not enough tokens for such formal verification. Okay, there's after X term. Yeah, it's still not working. Zero stalls and zero kernel faults, address reuse fixed works, and all for core paths are correct. Remaining issue is the automatic repaint. Let's see what color the driver is handed. Automatic repair. I don't even see an X term yet. Yeah, make shit actually render. That doesn't look correct to me anymore. That might actually explain all the other things of actually things not correctly repainting. Right, Xterm shows as a solid rect. It did, so its text isn't rendering. Let me find which primitives failure. Yes, please. It's like AI. There's something not refreshing. Dude, there's nothing even really rendering. You're not even drawing that correct yet. Just check here my things. Of things. What was here? Okay. Yeah, we need to get better, so I need to get better at concentrating again. Somehow it's too tempting to watch the clanker clank instead of doing your own work. So it's the usual human laziness. 2 findings. Fill covers only parts of the window and lines don't draw at all, and the server died? Did the server died? What do you mean the server died? Broken explicit killer stuff. Clear bed. What do you mean the server died? That sounds a bit serious. Yeah, maybe to make bigger progress we need our programming language. Maybe we should wipe code there too. Maybe we should. Why? Because we are a little bit waiting on the new Linux kernel there for the RISC-V work. We can log into the other PowerVR board and tell Claude to actually do performance work there, because this is otherwise working the state of the art PowerPC stuff. That's was it correct? Reproduce this precisely. What? 2 findings, fill covers. Okay, we had this found at every frame we submit begins with a clear, so every new frame wipe the previous. That's fatal for incremental rendering. Let me make the clear for. The problem with the RISC-V thing here is just I don't quite understand why this is time jump backwards rotating. Wonderful. Set clear enable. Maybe the clanker did the whole architecture brokenly wrong. That it clears the whole frame buffer. Maybe it doesn't set. Yeah, what was my password here? Yeah, it's up already. I hope the clinker knows what it's doing. Basically for this here, what was my username even? User? Apparently. This is so slow. Things clear. Why does this not come? Why does VK gears not? What is PP? Type CPU. What was it? And wait, what? Oh, because maybe I didn't. Maybe I didn't enable. Didn't use that in some days. Your imagination. It's somehow not amazing performance. Core count fetching unimplemented, whatever. No, wonderful not crash. It was short-lived. Clanker too slow. Yeah, to debug this I needed better infrastructures. Doing this on a kitchen table. Why does this take so long? Maybe I should actually debug it myself. The problem is also we don't have the correct kernel tree. That's was this here? K3. Is there any improvement there? They have some things.
New branch. 0 next. SFP K3 boards. Div upstream. Holy shit, this is all big. What was how to list git branches thing. You can get a full list, git ls remote. Remote show, git remote show. Origin. What? That is, yeah, git super easy to use. Branch-err. I mean, why is shit not working out here? Why is shit not just working? You're in detached head. Pull request April libbpf workout under C. That's also not the most amazing. Six 18.3, thank you very much. Which did I even? Origin version 1. What is next? Why is this shit still on that? What even is the difference here? So basically nothing really was done much. Yeah, I mean upstream it's a sad story. Single fill now, what's going on? I'm still not surviving. Let me see when actually contains one, just not the first. The frame is auto clear stalls the tiler. So that's the crux. Either we clear wiping or we stall. Did they not only get, I mean, so comment there, system chat guy hates that Omachi got 10 million. Did they not only got 8, but I mean, it's just their billionaires friends. It's 8, not 10, right? I mean, it's their billionaires' friends' money, so it's basically big tech bros doing big tech bro things.
Architectural issues. A frame raster generally create 0 and 1 are record full screen clear triangle. So every frame we submit repaints the whole target in a type-based render. For display server is the opposite, skips the clear, lets the tiler bin only the damage geometry things. The record carries the sequencing. Let me add a way to collapse them so they bin nothing, keeping the non-good frame. Trap says, hate why their money. Yeah, the only thing is the money is missing for missing for more serious long-term things. Like, sure, it's their money, they can spend however they want. It's just, as I said, I don't see how this addresses any major open source desktop marginality. PS code not sequenced, so that's fine. Rather than revealing the untested, no clearly out there are things right at the correct structures. The frame should carry just the user geometry and the color style at record. Clear and things present. First things user draw pass is meant to be exactly that. Stalls let me find rather than paper overhead. Let me dump the actual parameter stream for both. I mean, at least it does something. You fix the implementation for the tool. No script anymore. It just becomes a disk. That sounds amazing. Appreciate that. No, that is what is it called? Opus. Okay, wonderful. Yeah, the thing is that the risk SBC space, as we all agree, is so damn buggily convoluted, incompatible things. Let me dump macro swapping. Okay, recover the core render thing. Maybe we should first get. I mean, I let it think another 5 or 10 minutes or so. And the no clear stream is structurally correct, identical minus record 01 yet stalled, so the other draw depends on state earlier blocks established. This is why external looks like a solid direct each. Let me keep the records, but make the clear cover nothing. I'm kind of tempted to get just GLX gears running first, like without window manager stuff, just directly. To have the 3D interaction iron out before we have here multiple window things and stuff. Let's just give it here like 5 minutes and then okay, what else do we need to do? We need to better test build more. What makes the most sense to work on? Quad-die M5, Quad-die M5 Ultra. That will take a while to work on slightly knows. I mean, why we not always need code cleanups by stuff? I don't know. Somehow this, I don't know. Okay, so those incremental rendering works. Every pixel is present and quad lens on top, no folds. Let me test glamour. Are you sure you know what you're doing? I have the suspicion it's not correctly wiring up per buffer addressing binding and congratulations, I have a black rectangle on a mid-grade full screen fill. Maybe the content of Xterm ain't still rendering. But the first full never lens, let me trace it. Oof. The reverse engineering started so well. I mean, yeah, the other X drivers were way faster because way simpler, right? The thing was like, this is full programmable shader compute stack. What is it? Micro swapping now. Okay, at least all the stuff builds here. Okay, let's quickly check what's going on in the IT world. On our archive, maybe we should download while it's still up. Making mainframes more complex. Most important news: getting drunk more, getting drunk while doom scrolling. The future is now. I think I've seen that here in person on some, but it's getting oldish, right? I mean, crowdfunding. That's a new Oya, right? I think I've seen this at the Linux App Summit this year in Berlin. I think it was at GNOME. They had this just for decisive. 5 frames all submitted cleanly, yet only the last one's geometry survives. That points to tile buffer preserve semantic. Let me test it directly in our own harness. Basic. After a second frame with no clear only pixels, small quads on unblack, the render pass wipes every tile. There is no preserve. Let me verify the regression and commit what's solid. I think it's doing that wrong. I think it should. Yeah, the thing is that we only understand the hardware. I mean, maybe I should read the documentation. We are reverse engineered fully. Tile buffer, no, the reblocker. Let me check whether the hardware is a load mechanism before emulating one. Okay, the mechanism is documented, seen as 2 background objects, one that clears entirely, one that loads the target back. Background object pointer, let me read it. That's exactly it. That's exactly it, and then it again will not work. But that will happen to human reverse engineering. It's like, it's this bit, it must be that bit, and then like, oh, that doesn't behave like this, and not in this combination, not like here, not that one. Capture heap, fully documented, already proven. OOM stream points to Rust geometry record and so ordinary raster stream points to record 0. Micro slopping, yes. The clear, so perverse, yes, preserving. I give it here one last chance, if that is to unstack Claude. It was a money of big companies and rich people, so no big problem. You mean this Omarchi? Yeah, the only problem is they should fund Linux proper. And basically they wasted on some random stuff, but the problem is, I haven't tried. Is it slop right now? Of course it's slop. It's overhyped hipster stuff. Crowdy. Even money spent advertising would be more effective than on advertising would be more effective than lots of dollars spent getting people excited about space. Demand for improvement, get this involved. I mean, yeah, maybe it's advertising hype. Comment says patched by the kernel. Let me look there. Okay, we should basically let that free loop there until it works. Where was the other speaker? Things pop noise, optimize speaker control. If they're split instead of, check instead of. Disable what? Why does it disable here? What did they do? What did they? 178. I mean, I read that maybe some people fried their things actually. That keeps it cooler, I guess, because font relocation, raster divert, things, no uses, buffers, things, record. Warns ESP background record 2, stream points in record 1, the load backwards 1 field, let me wire it. Frame stuff, 2 draws, a small quad with no clear, just frame. Which language do you think is better? C++, of course, C or C++. C is not a good language, at least you saw little improvements. Like, yes, I know I trigger people. Let me verify the rest of string points to off. Yeah, always verify, like do didn't work, let's verify. What else do we? Okay, nothing. So applied, but the target still isn't preserved, so records that block generate heap may not be the text that replace object link what's there. Oof, still didn't figure that out. xorg with like let's do, what is our goal even currently? Until things client render correctly. Full GC is a full redraw client, so the reserve issue doesn't apply. Let's test it on the client. Yes, let's first get some more details right. Happy 30. Wait, is it today? Is today 35th birthday? Okay, I should I need to run shortly. We can let this auto clink here. Is today Linux kernel birthday? Is it like today, August 25th? Oh, congratulations then. Oh, that doesn't even render. So of course it doesn't render. Okay, because I leave shortly goal. Actually, I just typed this goal first. Get JSGears correctly rendered as only as single client running. When done, fix X apps like X term and TWM2. JSGears runs, Gears colors are on screen, but 45 kernel full. Yeah. Okay. See you later. I let this Twitch run. You can watch the auto clinking and don't forget to subscribe and see you later. Share Linus Torvalds in C++. No, Linus Torvalds has strange opinions. C++ much reasonable. C++ much better than C. Linus Torvalds is not really right in unpopular opinion. Linus Torvalds is not right about everything. See you later. Draws more things.